How have you felt about the competition on the left side early on? Is there anybody that you look at you see as kind of that bookend next to you?
Yeah, I mean, I play on the right side, so uh, those guys are competing, so they'll get to it, and whoever it is wins.
I'll ask you. Yesterday we saw a couple delay of games. I know they've happened in practice, and Ben said that can't really put his finger on what it is yet. What do you think it is? Just in terms of the pre-snap operation, that might be some hiccups right now.
I think just probably the most thing is just communication between everyone. Doing a better job at that probably. That's what we need to do as a whole. Just communicating in and out of this huddle.
There was a time when you guys were going towards the south end zone. Caleb looked pretty frustrated after you guys got flagged for one. Like, when you guys all get back together, what's his message to the offense to get it cleaned up?
I don't remember exactly which one that is, but yeah, the biggest thing is just everybody just communicating, being on the same page so we can roll.
Have you noticed a difference in Caleb's demeanor in the huddle in year two?
Yeah, he's a little bit more confident and just seems a little bit more poised. Obviously, second-year player. Still some things, as you're learning, there's stuff to go through, but he definitely seems a little bit more confident and poised.
I'll ask you a right side question then. What's the communication been like with Jonah and kind of getting to know him on the fly here?
Yeah, me and him, we've been rolling this whole time, and I think we've been developing some chemistry. Some things like as you play O-line, you kind of like somebody might grunt a certain way. You kind of understand what he's saying. So trying to get into that, just get that chemistry down. So it's been good.
How much different has it been facing a defense in practice that blitzes as much as Dennis Allen does, and how do you think that's going to help you guys for the regular season?
Yeah, I think it'll help us just so we'll be in tune with all of our assignments for one, and just have everybody be on their P's and Q's. That's the biggest thing probably.
Is this been the toughest training camp you had to go through?
I think it's training camp's training camp. They're all tough, but it's definitely some things that Ben Johnson, saying his offense is that you kind of got to learn. But training camp is training camp.
Darnell, what are you learning about, or with Caleb in some of those blitz periods that we've seen in practice? What are you learning about him that maybe you didn't already know?
About Caleb, probably the main thing. He can make a play. He can make plays. We kind of already knew that as well, but I say the biggest thing is how much he can make a play when he does what he does.
What's the challenge that presents, particularly when he's lined up way wide?
I'd say the biggest thing is just because type of player he is, his length, and obviously he's a good player, but his length is really something that's kind of hard to navigate a little bit. That's the biggest thing.
Was there anything that you learned about yourself with now Dan Richard being your coach?
I think the biggest thing I learned is I don't have to reinvent the wheel every year. Just learning and build upon some things that I know, and then learn things from him. He's a great coach. So just.
What are you most eager for on Friday when the Dolphins show up here?
What'd you say?
What are you most eager for on Friday when the Dolphins come in?
Oh, just probably just going against some different faces, some different type of people, athletes, seeing how some of our things translate to different teams. Probably the biggest thing.
Is this the time of year where that kicks in, where you're like, okay, I'm sick of going against my teammates every day?
Yeah, a little bit, because it's just you kind of get the same looks. It's more so you get the same looks and the same feel from every player. You kind of want to practice kind of against different people a little bit.
What do you remember from last year's Bengals joint practice? It's in the rainstorm. A couple guys get hurt. Do you have any lasting memories from that?
I don't remember too much from it. Yeah, I remember it was raining. So I don't know. It was raining. I know that. I don't remember anything else really.
When getting situated within this Halas defense, what's kind of been one of the hurdles you've had to overcome early on here at camp?
I think every defense is different. Learning a new scheme, having new responsibilities, new techniques, new alignments. It's definitely different, and trying to figure out where your game fits in with that.
where you feel like it is a good fit for you?
Yeah, I mean, all over the place. Just playing tighter to the tackles and being able to set the edge from that point, and a lot of the stunts and movements and letting that shine. So.
Is there something about this system that you feel is gonna accentuate your game better than where you've been?
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the movements and simulated pressures, bringing 5, 6, being able to affect the quarterback in that way and have the D line moving around, it's definitely gonna help.
What's it like for you playing for Dennis Allen?
It's fun, he's intense. He's an intense guy, and I enjoy that. I enjoy playing, having him as a coordinator and playing in his defense.
Is there a difference for you between whether TJ and Tremaine are playing one's at weak, one's at middle, or vice versa?
No, I mean, for me, it's really just about doing my job. I think they both are, very effective at both positions. So I think that's why they're able to do that.
Do you like make a note in your head when one is in one place or the other, or is it all the same?
For us, it's the mic is the mic, the wheel is the wheel. So it doesn't necessarily, affect too much what my responsibility is.
What does Grady Jarrett bring to this team?
A lot of veteran experience, Super Bowl experience, just years in this league, and a lot of wisdom and technique both on and off the field.
Has there been something you've been able to pick his brain about that you were like, oh, I never thought of it in that way?
Yeah, just how he plays some like double team blocks, duos, and his technique in doing that's unique to some other people's.
The amount of hitting you guys have done, is this normal to you? Does it seem high, low?
I say we definitely probably go live more than a lot of teams. I mean, that's kind of understanding. We got two intense, an intense D coordinator and an intense head coach, so that's kind of expected, and that's something we're all okay with.
What do you like most about this defense in general, would you say?
Just the aggressiveness of it, being able to, like I said, affect the run and pass in different ways, different looks. It definitely makes it tougher on the offense, and I think that's shown.
What are you most eager for when the Dolphins visit on Friday?
Excuse me, what was that?
What are you most eager about with the Dolphins?
So just to see another team, other O linemen, other running backs, just to be able to see something else other than the same guys we've been going against.
In the past, what have been some of your experiences in joint practices that you've had?
I mean, that can be a little chippy. That can be intense. I mean, it's you're kind of defending your home turf, especially in this situation. So they can be a little chippy. Everybody, like I said, is excited to get go against someone else and someone that you're not trying to look out for because it's not your teammate. So.
What do you remember from the Bears spending 2 days in Indianapolis?
It was intense. It was chippy, you know what I'm saying? No, it was a fun 2 days. Practice, when I was in Indy, and it was fun to be able to go against those guys.
Who were you going up against?
I mean, I don't think any of the guys that I think Braxton might have been there, but for the most part, I think a lot of them were gone that were.
You described Ben Johnson as intense too. What's it been like playing for him so far?
He's very demanding. You could tell he's a perfectionist. He wants it done a certain way, and if it's not done that way, he's going to call you out about it. So that's something you definitely want from someone leading your team. That's not afraid to call people out and see how they respond.
Has he been doing that with the defense too when he comes into your meetings?
Yeah, he'll do that with the defense, offense, special teams. It really doesn't matter. So he'll do it in the team meeting or however it needs to be done. So.
What's your relationship been like with Montez Sweat? Like, how have you guys talked about complimenting each other this season?
I mean, it's been great, just being able to learn from him and also like talk through my game and his game and compare things and talk about goals for this year, et cetera. So it's been great being able to work with him and be next to him and the rest of the guys on the D line.
What goals have you set for yourself?
Just goals as a team, goals as a defense. It was more, winning at the end of the day. It's the ultimate goal.
Feel like you're in the spot where you could have your best year yet? You starting to think that way at all?
Yes, sir. I mean, that's the way I prepare this offseason. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm in the best position and shape that I've been in to play. So I'm excited for this year and excited with what I can bring.
You mentioned how this defense brings 5, 6. I know it being in Indianapolis and a defense that didn't blitz a lot. What does that do for the mentality? Like we talk about Dennis Allen's style as an attacking style. How does that sort of translate to what you're going to see from the pass rush.
Yeah, it lets you attack a little bit more on certain rushes. You know, you're covered on, you know, whether it's your outside or covered on the inside, and it lets you attack a little bit more, be a little bit more aggressive in that sense. And then it also just makes it a little harder on the offensive line, having to know, you know, who's coming. Having that slight bit of hesitation always helps the D line.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.